So I'm just here with Hannah Hernandez from Matthew Bourne's new adventures, Doorstep Duets, and today we're in Dover, aren't we?
We are indeed.
How have you found it so far?
I've been loving it, honestly. Crowds are great, weather's amazing, sun's out shining.
And of course, you get to work with the legend that is Matthew Bourne and New Adventures, which are an incredible company. What is the most exciting part about that for you?
So this is actually my first project with New Adventures. It's been so fun learning about the rehearsal process in terms of developing characters and telling stories through movement. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself.
I'm really glad. And of course, you're talking about movement and dance. There's many different genres and types of dance out there, but what is your favourite and why?
Ooh, hard question. I do love my contemporary floor work and contemporary release classes, but I have enjoyed ballet as well. Did not enjoy it when I was younger, but I've learned to love it.
Oh, well, I love that. Well, I hope you have a fantastic time in Dover. It's great to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I'm just here in Dover with Ben Baisley from Matthew Bourne New Adventures, Doorstep Duets. How are you today?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. Of course, you've come all the way down to Dover for this very special performance, and I've just seen it and it was absolutely incredible. But how important is it for you to bring performances like this to local smaller towns?
Well, yeah, we feel that everyone should be able to see our work and what we do. And we're very aware that a lot of people can't get to theatres, whether it's through accessibility or whether the financial burdens at the minute. Mm-hmm. So we're really trying to bring it to people and places that haven't got that access.
And of course, traditionally theatre is actually indoors unless you're lucky enough to have an open air theatre nearby, which not many towns do. But what has been the differences between playing in a traditional indoors theatre versus outside in the town and in the streets of Dover?
Oh, it's actually, I found it amazing because when you're on stage in a theatre, you can't really see the audience. It's so black out there, just the lights on you the whole time. And being able to perform outside to people, you can see their emotions and their faces and how much joy it's bringing them. And it's been amazing just to see that instant response, and it really gives us a warm feeling on stage. Like, it's been amazing.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your time in Dover.
Thank you so much.
It's great to meet you. So I'm just here with Jade Copas at the Doorstep Duets Matthew Bourne Productions in Dover. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. Of course, bringing this amazing dance show to Dover is super exciting, but of course, many people don't really get access to dance. So if you could give any advice to dancers out there or aspiring dancers, what would you say?
I would say always feel like your brain is a sponge. There's so much to learn. We're all still learning to this day, and we will be hopefully keep on going 20-year career. Like, every day is a learning day. When you're in the rooms, be nice to everyone. First impressions count. You never know who has connections to who, and yeah, just remember your love for dance as well and why we all do it. I think in the tough times, always remember.
So true. And of course, this is such a special production, but why do you think people should come and see Doorstep Duets?
Oh, I think people should come and see Doorstep Duets because we are bringing our world-class theatre and our stories. New Adventures are known for telling amazing stories through dance, and I think it's a piece of art that many people probably don't think is their cup of tea, or they might like it. So having the opportunity to be able to see that and see something that you may not think is something you're interested in, hopefully fall in love with it, find it amazing or not, and it's just, yeah, it's an amazing thing to like be able to bring our shows to people.
Absolutely, and access the local smaller communities that aren't typically cities or big towns that have theatres. So thank you so much, Jade. It was lovely to meet you. So I'm just here with Stephen Daly, who is community producer of Doorstep Duets with Matthew Bourne's New Adventures. How are you finding Dover?
Oh, absolutely beautiful and windy.
Yeah, it really is today. We're trying to hide, aren't we, to keep out the wind. Of course, this is a really special show, and to bring it to smaller local communities like Dover is amazing. So first of all, thank you so much. Second of all, what has it been like for you, and how important do you think it is to bring shows like this to smaller communities who may not have seen theatre before?
I mean, it's so important. I think our whole mission with this project is to try bring our work to people that might not see it for whatever reason, whether that's like they can't afford to go to the theatre, they live really far from a theatre, or they just don't think like dance is for them. There's maybe an expectation that it's for something that they wouldn't enjoy. So our hope is if we can rock up in a town square, in your back garden, wherever we've been booked in to go, and watch it, a 15-minute show, that might be we can break down that barrier a little bit.
Absolutely, and of course Matthew Bourne is such a legend, been doing this for many years. He's always about, giving access to young people as well as kind of all age groups, but I think in particular coming to such a small place that hasn't got like a proper pro theatre is really important. But for you, what is the most exciting part about working on these smaller scale shows in comparison to the big flashy ones?
Getting to speak to the audience afterwards, like getting to be really close and intimate, do a show maybe for like 10 people, and then just hear what they thought and give them the time to like talk to us. We don't really get to hear that much about our audience, so we do like questions and answers after every session. We speak to them, and it's really just trying to like make a proper, genuine connection with the work that we do and the people that, even if they might be fans or maybe they've never even heard of us before, but yeah, just to break down that barrier. It's so important, because you just never know whether that person then might think this is something I could do.
I totally agree. And finally, why should people come and see Doorstep Duets in a town near them?
Because it's beautiful and it's joyful and we're lovely.
You really are. Well, thank you so much, Stephen. Enjoy the tour.
Thank you.
So I'm just here with Glenn Graham, who choreographed Doorstep Duets. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you.
And of course, you've brought this amazing show to Dover, when traditionally you're normally probably in bigger theatres. But how important is it for you to bring a show like this to Dover?
Well, this project's really dear to my heart, really, because I didn't really engage in the arts until I was 19. So when I was growing up, we had nothing like this. Where I'm from is from a sort of lower socio-economic background area, and so culture just wasn't part of my upbringing. So I feel so blessed and honoured that I've experienced culture and art, and so now I want to give back to the community. So I feel, or we feel as a company, that everybody should get to experience dance or theatre or culture or all those things.
Definitely. And of course you are a choreographer, so I've got to ask you this question. What's your fave type of dance?
I'm a contemporary dancer. I love to.
That's my favourite too.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Great, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I love all types of dance. I think as an artist you have to sort of cover all genres, but contemporary is more where my heart is at.
Me too.